With me now, former presidential candidate, former New York Governor George Pataki. Governor, it is great to have you here. Thanks
Good
for
being on with you.
So I have to say this, as everybody knows, you do openly support Senator Rubio.
Right.
But I want to ask you, with Trump taking on the Pope, has he helped or hurt his campaign?
Donald Trump, the victim. Who would have thought it? You know, here's a guy who's demonizing our veterans, Latinos, women, and all of a sudden he is a victim. And if you noticed in that clip, he was reading a well-scripted response. So this was not Donald Trump reacting out of true umbrage. This was Donald Trump reading a script because he thinks it's in his political interest. Donald Trump is not a victim. I don't think the Pope should have said what he did. You don't question a person.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I think the Pope was wrong, and I say that as a good Catholic. Yeah. He's infallible when it comes to religious doctrine, but when it comes to American politics, it should be left to the American people.
It seems like he got really wound up, and, you know, even the Pope has emotions.
Yes, and you know what is very troubling to me is Mexico is among the most restrictive immigration laws in the world, and yet the target is America. And I think every single Republican candidate I know, Marco Rubio, believes we have to secure our border. We have to make sure people come here legally, just as Mexico does. So I don't question Donald Trump's faith. I do question his fitness to be president of the United States.
All right, which in this case is more important.
Far more important.
Governor, Trump said he's going to be so tough on ISIS that the Pope would actually want Donald Trump in office. Here's his comment.
When the Vatican is attacked by ISIS, which, as everyone knows, is ISIS's ultimate trophy, I can promise you that the Pope would have only wished and prayed that Donald Trump would have been president.
So you were governor of the state of New York on September 11th. You led the state during that attack. What do you make of Trump's comments in this context?
I think they're just ridiculous. It's the Trump reality TV campaign show running for president that is going to come to its inevitable conclusion, which is he's going to be fired by the American people and hopefully by the Republican primary voters. I think it's just wrong. We know New York is a target. We know the civilized world is a target of ISIS. And the person who has laid out the most constructive, intelligent plan as to how to deal with ISIS is Marco Rubio. What is Donald Trump's plan? He loves Vladimir Putin. Doesn't bother him when Vladimir Putin weighs in on the American elections, but it does when the Pope does. It's all about Trump. I don't believe that. I believe it's about the American people, the future of this country, and that's why I'm for Marco Rubio.